Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from Ncaa, and welcome to Conference Championship Week here in the Charlotte 49ers Dynasty. Before hopping into our matchup, let's just take a look at a couple of other championship games. South Alabama is playing in their championship in the Sun Belt Conference. Now, I have floated around the idea of moving them into our tier of conferences, the Conference USA, American, and ACC rotation. We'll have to see if they can cap off this season with a conference championship win. But they fall down early, 14-3 in the second quarter, but here is an interception, and back goes the other way. South Alabama has nobody in front of them, and that's going to be a touchdown. All the way, Jake Battle, the true freshman, for a pick six. He is their nickel corner. It's now a 14-10 game. Now South Alabama comes all the way back, down 14-3, and now taking the lead with 3.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. So now Coastal Carolina has a chance to go down the field. Once again, thrown to the flats. It's intercepted. It's Battle again. His second interception of the game. A pick six, number 2. And Jake Battle takes it to the end zone for the second time in this game, having the game of his life. Intercepts that one and takes it back for the touchdown. And South Alabama takes home the Sun Belt Championship. So now we move to the ACC, 2 conferences ahead of us, as number 1 Miami takes on number 5 NC State, who we've already faced NC State in season number 1. Let's see what they do here in this season, as they do tie up the game with a throw across the middle. Devin Leary finds Thayer Thomas in the back of the end zone, tying this up versus the number 1 team in the country. So here's De'Aaron King now in the shotgun. Quick throw across the middle, and he does find Jeremiah Payton for the touchdown, 12 yards out. And Miami, the number 1 team in the nation, looking to make it to the college football playoffs, as now here they are playing some defense here on Bam Knight, who picks up 1 yard. Bam Knight ran all over us when we played him, and now that brings it to a 3rd and 9, 12 seconds left. Quick throw, it's Knight, who reaches out for the goal line, but only gets to the 3. His 8th reception of the game, 4th and 3, 5 seconds left. They run a screen pass to Knight again, and he does get stopped. It's actually Ricky Person who checked into the game. They did not have Bam Knight in for that last play, and Miami comes up with the stop, and they will advance to the college football playoffs. With the win that time, North Carolina State would have made it, but Miami holds on to that number 1 spot. So now here we are, 10-2, and for the first time ranked in this series, number 24 in the nation. And we are actually going up against Appalachian State for the 3rd time in this series. They actually have a top 10 defense this season as well. Now, both teams will be promoted to the American Athletic Conference next year, so we are playing for a title and looking to move on to face some new competition next season. Now, Eric Taylor had an interesting year. He was a mobile quarterback, but also kind of turned the ball over, but led this team to a good record. Besides a couple of losses there at the end of the season, they've looked pretty good. Trayvon Jefferson leads their team in interceptions, and he is the guy that you don't want to throw the ball to. He's a senior, 5'9". He has 5 on the year, coming off of back-to-back 5 interception years. So here we go. Let's get this conference championship game underway, as Riv Johnson is back to receive this one, and he takes it back to the 17-yard line. Out comes JPE. He has been pretty good this year. He's had a couple of bad games with a couple of turnovers, but besides that, he's been excellent. Here's a handoff. Benjamin Duke starts out the game with a 4-yard carry, and that does take it to about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 6 this time, running Devon Cash in motion. Pierre takes off to the left side. He has a couple of blocks and does slide down. He maybe had a little more room to get about 10 more yards on that one. Ends up being a first down anyway. So read option called here on a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff. Terrence Pitt-Howard to the left side, and he gets pushed out of bounds for a gain of 6. Now Terrence Pitt-Howard is over 14 touchdowns on the season, and JPE does have 10. And here he takes out to the right side. It's going to be a huge gain on this one. Nobody is home on the spy. He makes a man miss. It's a gain of 28 on that scramble. And we're across the 50 already. To under center this time. Here's a quick throw to Daryl Queen, who's playing fullback this year, and the senior picks up a gain of 3. Now, we started off this dynasty with 6 tight ends on the roster, and we been shuffling them around a little bit, using Daryl Queen at fullback as one of the moves we made. So here's a throw to the right side, and that is incomplete, way over the head of our tight end that time, and we line up for the field goal. This is from 47 yards out, and it's going to be up and off of the crossbar, and it's going to be no good. So we come away with no points on the opening drive. So let's just check it on the Big 12 championship. It looks like number 3 Army, who was fighting for that college football playoff life there, but they're down by 14 early. So here's Eric Taylor now on the field for the first time since earlier in the season when he took a conference loss actually at home. That was a very interesting game. Eric Taylor turned the ball over 3 times in that game. So here's Lamar Lewis, the conference's leading rusher, and he picks up about a gain of 8, 1,500 yards on the season for him. And now they're across the 50. Here's Taylor keeping it on the scramble, and he picks up 7 yards of his own. It's a first down. You really have to keep Eric Taylor in check, but the thing is, if you leave a spy out there, he's going to pick you up apart from the pocket. Here he is, a quick throw. It's Mark Wilson, and another first down on this opening drive for Appalachian State. So they get it to about the 11-yard line this time. Lamar Lewis, they're going to fake it to him. He's going to keep it, and Taylor looks for his blocking but does run out of time. It looks like he was tackled from behind by Eric. Actually, that was Lee Elmer on that one. So quick throw across the middle, and it's caught in the end zone, touchdown. And that's what happens when you send that spy out there. He just sits in the pocket and then delivers. It's 7-0 Appalachian State. So here's JPE backing onto the field this time. Here's a throw deep down the right side. One-on-one. Christopher Dalton beats his man in coverage and picks up a gain of 46 yards. And that's an excellent throw by JPE, getting us going across the 50 already on that one throw. So here's Terrence Pitt Howard trying to run the ball, but that is GOS Gaming, who does lead them in tackles behind the line of scrimmage this year. And that's a loss of 1 yard. 2nd 11, quick throw on the play action, and then JPE misses Riv Johnson, who was wide open on that play. So 3rd and 11 this time, 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. He makes a man miss, scrambling to the right side. He picks it up, but he puts it on the ground. Picked up by Appalachian State. JPE tries to fight for the first down, but can't hold on to the ball that time, and Appalachian State takes back over. So here's Eric Taylor, the redshirt freshman on freshman action this game, and here's a scramble to the right side. 17 yards. Eric Taylor showing some power on that scramble as well. He only stands at about 6 foot, maybe 6'1". Here's a quick throw across the middle, and he finds Chris Reese. Diving catch on that one, beating Vincent Youngblood on the outside. So 1st and 10. Here's Taylor throwing. He finds Reese again. This time it's 11-yard gain, beating Kevin Knox, the true freshman. So they're lining up Reese all over the field. He is their leading catcher this season. Here's a handoff. Lamar Lewis up the middle, picking up a gain of 15. They've been showing every card they've had so far in these first 2 drives, every single formation. Now they let up under center this time. A quick pass. It's out to Lavender, and he picks up a gain of 10. And they're already inside the 5 again. So 1st and goal. Option. Handoff. Lewis. Touchdown. Another option on the goal line, and they get it in this time. Lamar Lewis leading the conference in touchdowns and yards. 14-0 for Appalachian State. So JPE backing onto the field, throwing deep on the first play. He had Cash behind the defense and just absolutely sailed that one. And now we get a second chance here for a 3rd and 10. Here's JPE now. 3 wide receivers to the left side, and Mick Lott on the right. Here he is taking off to the left side. Sets his feet, throws to a wide open Mick Lott. He's got it across the 50, inside the 20, and to about the 17-yard line. Gain of 61 yards on that throw. Excellent accuracy on that deep ball. It's a first down. So this first quarter does wind down. Here's a handoff. Terrence Pitt Howard up the middle, and he picks up maybe a gain of 4, as that one will run us to the second quarter. So JPE this time scrambling to the right side, throws it. It's Christopher Dalton who has it, pushed out of bounds, gain of 10, but it's goal to go now. So it looks like we have the screen pass drawn up this time. Devon Cash runs in motion. Nobody's out there yet, but look at the throw back to across the field. It's going to be caught. Touchdown. What a lucky play by JPE. We had the blocking out there, but it looked like the cornerback broke the block shed on that one and then ends up in the end zone. That one could have been disastrous. So 14-7 now. Here is Tramar Lavender, his first catch since the first quarter, gain of 6 yards. And now they're already close to the 50. Our defense has not stopped them so far. Lamar Lewis, a counter play, he cuts it back. It's about a gain of 5. He's already at about 40 yards rushing here in this game. So 3rd and 3, Eric Taylor takes off again, and we just cannot get off of the field here. Taylor takes it for another gain of 10. So it looks like they're running some clock this time. Look at this play, a draw play up the middle. It's another gain of 10. Lamar Lewis, 50 yards rushing, averaging 6 yards per carry. It looks like they're going to keep pounding the ball too. So now here's Eric Taylor, another scramble up the middle, taking a big hit from Octavius Oakley. But, man, we cannot stop them. We put the spy out there. We're going to have to send some blitzes as well. Here's a handoff. Lamar Lewis, and he falls in. 5-yard touchdown run. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns for Appalachian State. They're looking for revenge from the last 2 meetings. So 21-7 now as we have 2 minutes left here in the first half. JPE moves. He's going to take off, and he takes it himself. And it's a gain of 8. And the clock does keep moving over 2 minutes, so we get it down to about 1:55 left now. We have all 3 timeouts. Here's JPE throwing deep. He's got a man wide open, Riv Johnson, to the 11. Riv Johnson has actually thrived in the slot since we moved him down on the depth chart, and I think we maybe should have had him there before because now it looks like he's fit into his role on this team. So now we get it inside the 10, 3rd and 4, quick throw. Riv Johnson, he's in. Touchdown, JPE to Riv Johnson. 21-14 now. 40 seconds left in the half. Appalachian State does have all 3 timeouts, so we will have to play some defense now. So here is Eric Taylor back at quarterback. Running slants this time, throws to left side. He's got Reese again. And Chris Reese picks up a gain of 9. As that one puts Eric Taylor right at the 100-yard mark. So 26 seconds left. He tries to scramble, and this time the pressure does get to him. He does fall forward, though. It's a gain of maybe 1 yard. So 13 seconds left. Quick throw to the right side. He's got Lavender. And will they call their last timeout? No, they're going to hurry it up to the line here, close to about the 46. They still have 4 wide out there. We have the 2-man under defense. Taylor, good blocking, throws to left side, and he's got Alexander behind Kevin Knox. He beats him before halftime. It's a touchdown. The clock expires as well. And what is Chase Rollins doing on this one? He goes up the seam and actually leaves the outside man wide open. And wow, what a blunder there before the end of the half. 28-14 now. Appalachian State on top. So it's been quite the first half. We've played pretty poor defense so far, and we're going to have to clean that up in the second half. Maybe get some pass rush because Eric Taylor's running all over us. So here's JPE to start out the second half, and there is a nice pass deflection that time, and that falls incomplete. Let's see what he does on the next play. 2nd and 10, quick throw. Devon Cash has it, and he falls forward for about a gain of 6. So read option called here on a 3rd and 4. JPE has the space. He's going to slide down, gain of 10. We run over 100 yards as a team after that play. So it looks like they're going to come out more conservative here in the second half as they rush 4. Throw across the middle. It's going to be picked off. This time it's Lee playing safety, and he takes it back to the 20. The second turnover by JPE. First was the fumble, but he had to make a decision here. The pressure was getting right there in his face, and Devon Cash was on the outside. He had the tight end as well, and the safety just chose there, and we had to throw it just a split second before we wanted to, and it ends up being an interception. So now here comes Lamar Lewis back out onto the field with the first handoff. He takes it to the left side and picks up a gain of 24. They have been running the ball all day on us. We just cannot stop the run. So handoff this time. It's Trent in the game. He breaks a tackle and picks up more. He's inside the 15. To the 10, brought down by the 8 by Kevin Scott. But a huge gain on that one. And how about the blocking by Appalachian State? They scored on every single drive so far. Here is Taylor inside the 5 now. Throwing, it's caught. A.J. Green in the end zone. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes for Eric Taylor. He's been known to turn the ball over. He hasn't done it yet so far. Down by 21 here in the conference championship game. Here's a quick throw down to the left side. It's Ncaa using the stiff arm, picking up 28 yards on his first catch of the game. He waited till the third quarter to get his first catch. So now here's JPE in the pocket, throw across the middle, and that is a great throw. Right in front of the deep safety that time, 22 yards. Ncaa's second catch. So a minute 30 left here in the third. Quick throw. They send the blitz, and it's caught by Mick Lott. He doesn't pick up the first down, but he gets about a gain of 6 yards. Calvin Joshua checks in. Here's a handoff to him, spinning. He makes his way inside the 15 to about the 11. And that's a nice little gain that time. Offsides on the defense. We're going to decline that penalty. So now inside the 15, quick throw. Here's Terrence Pitt Howard, runs over a defender and does fall inside the 5, gain of 6. And now we have a chance to score here. And now it's a 3rd and 4 this time. Here is a play action fake. JPE scrambles, and he tries to get to the corner and didn't see the defender that time. That's Duncan who hits him hard. It's now 4th and 5. We got to go for it now. We're down by 21. JPE, quick throw, touchdown. Devon Cash gets in, and that one brings it back to a 2-score game. But this could have been a 1-score game if we wouldn't have given up that big play before halftime. But nonetheless, we had to play some defense now. Can we finally come up with a stop here? We send the pressure, and Chase Rollins gets to him. It's a sack. We send the safety blitz, and that one brings it back to a 3rd and 12 now. Taylor, quick throw, and that's caught by Reese. But finally, we get our first stop to start the 4th quarter. So our offense now back out onto the field. We've been playing pretty good offense, but now we have to score on every drive. Here's a quick throw to the left side. It's Ncaa who's got it, and another catch for him in the second half. Now he's starting to get going. So let's see what our offense can do now across the 50. We line up here with 2 tight ends. It looks like it's Dalton and Williams on the field. JPE scrambles to the right side, picks up a block, and runs out of bounds. Smart play that time, picking up a gain of 9. So JPE is just about at 81 yards rushing this time. Read option, tries to take it for the first down, and he cuts upfield. He may have had more room to the outside, but a poor lapse in judgment that time. 4th and 1. So JPE now, they send the pressure. Quick throw to the right side, and he's got Ty Elliott who checks into the game. 7 yards for the first down, his first catch in a few games, to be honest. So now we line up here with the running back to the right side. Here's Terrence Pitt Howard. He almost picked up a block from Dalton. If he would have blocked that guy right there, Terrence Pitt Howard would have ran in for the touchdown. But instead we get it to the 11 here, fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, JPE keeps on the option, it's a touchdown. 12 yards out, he gets in. Down by 1 score now. Our defense needs to come up with another stop. So 35-28 now, 5 minutes to go. Eric Taylor, he's going to take off to the right side, we get to him. It's going to be Kevin Scott who we sent on the pressure. So back-to-back drives, we sent both safety blitzes on that one and get 2 sacks. So now here's Lamar Lewis, handoff to left side. He falls forward. It's about a gain of 5 yards. Big 3rd down here. Can we come up with a stop here? Eric Taylor throws to the sideline, and it's Reese again on the sideline. Gain of 13. his 6th catch of the game. So here's Taylor now, 1st and 10. Screen pass called. Lamar Lewis has a whole lot of room down the right side. He makes it to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 34 yards. They haven't ran a screen pass all game long, and they run it right there. We were caught off guard. So now here's Taylor inside the red zone. Quick throw, and that is Morgan on the catch. And they get inside the 5 on that one. Cade Morgan's 1st catch of the game. And now Taylor under center. Handoff. Lamar Lewis, can they cap off this drive? And they get to about the 1. And Charlotte calls their first timeout. It's a handoff. Counterplay to left side. Lamar Lewis breaks the tackle, and he's in. Touchdown. Kevin Scott couldn't bring him down. It's only a gain of 1, but that's enough for the touchdown. 42-28. So down by 2 scores. We need a score and an onside kick now. JPE scrambles to the right side, stops, throws, and he's got Ncaa Shu. Tries to get out of bounds, but he actually ends up staying inbounds. It's a gain of 18. So 1st and 10 now across the 50. JPE throws it. It's picked off. Trayvon Jefferson. He's been quiet all game and then jumps on this one on the last drive of the game. Trayvon Jefferson makes the play here and finally puts his stamp on this game, and that one will do it. Appalachian State takes home the Conference USA Championship. Charlotte falls just short, but what a great season this was. We did make it to the Conference Championship, which means we will move on to the American Athletic Conference, but wow. That one kind of left a sour taste in our mouth as we head into bowl season now. And Lamar Lewis ran crazy on us. Eric Taylor ran crazy on us as well. But JPE had a decent game. We did have 3 turnovers by him, 1 fumble and 2 interceptions. One was that last one. But it was just amazing to see what happens when, we can't get any pass rush. I think that's what happened in this one. And then Eric Taylor kind of took off whenever he wanted to. And then when we kind of put a spy out there, we couldn't get any pressure. I think that's what we're going to have to clean up going into next season. We definitely need to find some type of pass rush. I don't know where it's going to come from, but we need to switch it up. Now, we are switching defenses next year as well. We do that every 2 years. We switch up the playbook every 2 years, so we'll see if that helps. But we're definitely going to need to get after the quarterback. I think this was the byproduct of having a great secondary, but if you can't get pressure, it's not going to always work out. And once we played up against a good team, you see what happened here versus Appalachian State. We did play decent defense as far as our secondary goes because it did force Eric Taylor to take off on plays. But if you can't get the pass rush, if you can't get the consistent pass rush without sending the blitz, because remember, our only 2 sacks in this game came from Kevin Scott and Chase Rollins, 2 safeties. If you can't get it up front, we need to probably make some changes. DeMarcus Forte had a couple of sacks last game, but then he didn't show up in this one. So we move into bowl season, and we find out that Army's running back does win the Heisman Trophy. We actually win AP Coach of the Year, and I'm pretty sure that's just because, we were so bad last season. Went from a 4-win team to a 10-win team in one season. That's a pretty good turnaround. And we move on to play Louisville in our bowl game in the New Mexico Bowl. This is an interesting matchup because we are moving on to the American Athletic Conference next year. So we will likely face them again. So we are getting a little bit of a preview in this game to next year. They have a top 15 offense and a top 15 defense. They are very, very good. And the star of their team is Michael Cunningham. 21 touchdowns, 1 interception this year. He threw 31 last year, maybe down a little bit, but I think they've been running the ball a little bit more this season. So next episode, we will actually recap this season, look at the college football playoffs and the semifinals, and kind of just talk about the future of this team going forward. So hit subscribe, hit that like button, stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I hope the rain don't